Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of SEDA College Online live class. This is the advanced level. I'm your teacher, Lydia, and I want to welcome you to our class today. I'm really excited because today we have a really interesting lesson all about FOMO. And if you don't know what FOMO is, then it's really going to be great for you because this is kind of like a catchphrase or buzzword that people are using all the time now in English speaking countries and kind of all over the internet. So it'd be really good for you to know exactly what that is, okay? So let's make sure we have our pen or pencil. Make sure we have like a highlighter or another pen, something to make everything stand out. We have our lovely notebook, and we write down the date at the top of the page so we can remember what we're doing. And get ready to get started, okay? So, before we get started, I want to remind you, as usual, that we have all kinds of awesome courses and activities and games and all kinds of things on sedacollegeonline.com for you, okay? So check those things out. We also have a really cool podcast on Spotify. It's called SEDA Talk, and that would be really great for your listening practice too, okay? So, one thing about the podcast, there's an episode I did on the podcast, episode 9, which features two different accents besides my accent. So you get to hear an Irish accent and an English accent, and we're all discussing things together, me and two other really cool chicks. So check it out. It's really good for your listening practice. All right, let's get started. Okay, do you ever feel FOMO? That's my question for you in this lesson. We're going to learn a combination of grammar and vocabulary. We're going to look at the verb miss, and we're going to look at some phrasal verbs without. And the whole theme here is FOMO. And what is FOMO, you might say? Well, it's the fear of missing out. This feeling is when you are anxious or uncomfortable because you feel like you're missing some kind of event that you see on social media or things your friends are doing in their posts. So maybe you're looking through social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever, and you see your friends doing stuff, or you see influencers doing all kinds of things, and you just like feel like you're so alone and you have nobody around you and you just wish you could be out doing this or doing that, or if you wish you had this or you had that. It makes you get this really uncomfortable, sad feeling, which can sometimes lead to depression. So FOMO is something that we have to pay attention to because we don't want to feel too much FOMO. It can be dangerous to us. So have you ever felt FOMO? Ask yourself, do you think you've ever felt this before? I know I've definitely felt FOMO before. It's only human, especially when you have all these images in your face all the time. But it's really important to remember that, first of all, it's social media, and social media and real life are like two different things. And second of all, nobody has a perfect life. You might have some problems in your life, but that doesn't mean that your life is terrible. Okay, just being alive is a beautiful thing, and I think people are realizing that more and more, and we need to feel grateful, right? So let's go on. Let's see what we can learn about the verb miss. Okay, another thing I want to point out is that I've switched up the font here. I'm not using the same font or typeface that I use all the time, and the reason for this is because I learned recently that studies have shown if you're used to the same font all the time and then you're given something with a new font, you read it more carefully and pay more attention. And students in high schools have actually got better scores when their teachers have switched up the fonts to something a little bit more difficult for them to read. So I hope it's not super difficult, but I hope it's different for you and makes you read more closely. Pay attention throughout the slides because I'm switching up the fonts here and there, okay? All right, the verb miss. 5 uses of the verb miss. I'm going to give you a moment to read them. My throat is getting sore for a second. I'm going to get some water. But take a moment to read through these 5 uses of the verb miss. Oh no, I don't have any water. 1 second. I'm just going to grab some water. On the other side of the room. Okay. Let's get some water. So, we have 5 uses of the verb miss. Okay. The first way we can use miss is to talk about how we or somebody or anything fails to understand, notice, or hear something. So, I'm sorry, I missed that. Could you repeat what you said? Perfect use for miss. To feel sad that a person or thing is not with you or present. I really miss my dog who passed away. To notice that something is lost or absent. I missed my pencil. It was here before, but now I miss it because it's not here anymore. To be late for an event, activity, appointment, or not be present at it. I missed the flight to Barcelona, so I missed the festival with my friends. To fail to hit or reach something, like a target. So our work team missed last month's sales target, so we had to increase this month's target to make up the losses. All right. So one thing I notice a lot is a lot of students confuse the use for part D, to be too late for an event or activity. Students often say, I lost the bus. What you need to say is, I missed the bus, because the bus comes at a certain time. You were not there at that time, so you missed it. You were too late for the bus arriving, so you were too late for the event. Very, very important. So I'm going to go through these one more time, and let's try a little something different to practice your listening. I know you're looking at me a lot, but to practice listening for a moment, close your eyes while you're watching the video and just listen to what I'm saying. Just listen to what I'm saying, because this is a really great practice for you to clue in and really get your listening skills focused during this lesson. Okay, I'm not going to say them in order of A, B, C, D, E, because I want you to listen closely, okay? All right. You can tell me the order that I read these after I'm finished. Okay, here goes. To feel sad that a person or thing is not with you or present. To fail to hit or reach something, like a target. To fail to understand, notice, or hear something. To be too late for an event, activity, appointment, or not be present at all. Okay, open your eyes. Tell me in which order I read those, okay? Type it in the comments or write it down in your notebook. It's really good to do these little exercises once in a while to get our different senses involved in the English learning process. All right. So now we have a matching activity where you're going to take A through E, the examples of how to use miss, and match them to the following examples. I will read through them first. So match numbers 1 through 5 with A through E on the previous page or on the previous slide. How is miss used in each sentence? Number 1. She shot the arrow but missed the bullseye by inches or centimeters. He didn't miss his laptop until he needed to type a document. I overslept and missed the bus, which resulted in me missing my dental appointment. He was distracted during the staff meeting, so he missed the point. Tom will be sorely missed by all who had the pleasure to know him. Okay, so I'm going to give you some time as usual. Please match numbers 1 through 5 with sentences A through E. Let's take 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, time started. Wonderful. My hair is au naturel today. You're doing great, guys. You're doing great, everybody. How are we doing on time? Let's see. Okay, 45 seconds. You're doing great. Okay. 2, 1. That's it. Guys, you're doing great. One step closer to saying, hey, I studied English today and I completed the lesson. Almost there. Okay. So, let's explore the answers. She shot the arrow. So, shot past of shoot, but missed the bullseye by inches. He didn't miss his laptop until he needed to type a document. It's not as easy on the phone, is it? I overslept and missed the bus, which resulted in me missing my dental appointment. Nobody likes going to the dentist, but it's better to just do it and get it done, right? If you miss it, you have to reschedule, and sometimes you have to wait months. He was distracted during the staff meeting, so he missed the point. Tom will be sorely missed by all who had the pleasure to know him. Okay, number 1 is E. So if you got E, very, very, very good. E, let me remind myself, is to fail to hit or reach something, right? Like a target. Number 2 is C. And C was to notice that something is lost or absent, right? Number 3 is D, and that was to be too late for an event. Number 4 was A, to fail to understand, notice, or hear something. He missed the point. He failed to understand the point. And number 5 was B, to feel sad that a person or thing is not with you in the same place. And number 5, we can assume by the tone or the feeling here that Tom passed away. Tom is no longer with us in this world, okay? All right, so let's go back one more time. I'm going to read through those again for you one more time. Uses of miss: fail to understand, notice, or hear something. To feel sad that a person or thing is not with you or present. To notice that something is lost or absent. To be too late for an event, activity, appointment, or not present at it. To fail to hit or reach something, like a target. Okay. And let's do a little pronunciation practice and try closing your eyes again this time, okay? Sometimes the past tense of miss is really hard for people. It's not missed, it's missed with a T sound, okay? So close your eyes, and I'm going to talk through the phrasal verbs with, or the phrases with miss, and I'd like you to repeat after me, okay? Close your eyes. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Missed the bullseye. It's the center point. Miss his laptop. Missed the bus. Missed the point. Missed by all. Okay, open your eyes. So I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes, and I'd like you to tell me what form the verb miss is in all these examples. What form? Is it past, present, present perfect, past perfect, future, future perfect? Tell me the form for numbers 1 through 5, okay? All right, here's the music. 3 minutes. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Go. Identifying the form is very important. Okay, 45 seconds. It's okay if you're having a hard time, don't worry about it. Okay, I'm going to stop now because I want us to have enough time for all the phrasal verbs without. Okay, so number 1, she shot the arrow but missed the bullseye by inches. Missed here is simple past and positive. He didn't miss his laptop until he needed to type a document. So that is simple past as well, but it's in the negative because it has the didn't before the infinitive of miss to make it negative. Didn't miss. I overslept and missed the bus. Again, simple past. He was distracted during the staff meeting, so he missed the point. Simple past. Tom will be sorely missed by all who had the pleasure to know him. Will be missed. That's future projection. Great, everybody. Wonderful job. Okay, so we've done this. Move on. Looking at 10 phrasal verbs without, okay? First, sort out. Organize. Let's sort out a time to meet and have coffee. Opt out. Decline. You can opt out of this offer at any time. Get out. Go outside. I love to get out in the summertime. Hang out. Spend time with other people. Hanging out online or in person is great fun. Miss out. Not to be involved, like fear of missing out, right? Don't let that one bad thing in the morning ruin your day, or you'll miss out on another day of life. Point out, indicate. I'd like to point out what a beautiful dress you have on. Stand out, set yourself apart from others. She always stood out in school because she liked to color her hair crazy colors. Bring out, effectively develop or show publicly. The government is bringing out new examples of public art. Stamp out, extinguish, stop, or put out. He stamped out his cigarette. Figure out, solve, or determine. We need to figure out how to reorganize our house to make more space. Okay, so these are 10 phrasal verbs without. And again, I'm going to give you an opportunity to write them down, and I'll say them one more time, or you can screenshot or do whatever. Another suggestion I have for everybody is if you watch the class with me live or you watch it on your own time, try to watch it 2 times. The first time you can take a bunch of notes, and the second time you can just watch it and maybe make additions to your notes and do the exercises. Watching things multiple times really helps you learn more. Just like if you're watching your favorite TV show and you want to learn English with it, watch it multiple times and you get more each time. Okay? All right, so we have a little activity with these phrasal verbs without. Before we do that, I promised I'd say them again, so I'm going to do that. And again, if you want to close your eyes and take a moment to do a little listening practice, and then pronunciation practice, and say it with me as your eyes are closed, that will take your pronunciation to a whole nother level, okay? So close your eyes. Let's go. Sort out. Opt out. Get out. Hang out. Miss out. Point out. Stand out. Bring out. Stamp out. Figure out. Okay, open your eyes. Great job. Okay, this is a gap fill activity. I'm going to ask you to please use the phrasal verbs from the last slide to fill in the gaps. The purpose of the program is to offer the elderly in the community an opportunity to and socialize. The following presentation will clearly the risks for the company. The government must take action to hate crimes and xenophobic behavior. Your challenge during an interview is to make yourself from others. Friends should always help you the best in yourself. If you never travel in your life, you will on unforgettable experiences. Okay, so let's do 3 minutes on the dot. Go. Doing great, everybody. Today, this is your daily reminder to love yourself, be proud of yourself, and believe in yourself. This is really, really important. Confidence is everything. If you want to learn a new language or any new skill or be successful in accomplishing your goals, you've got to believe in you. I believe in you. I know you can do this. I'm proud of you for being here today. Pat yourself in the back. Awesome. Okay, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30 seconds. Ooh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Great work, everybody. So number 1 is get out. The purpose of the program is to offer the elderly in the community an opportunity to get out and socialize. Number 2, the following presentation will clearly, no S there, should be point out, will clearly point out the risks for the company. The government must take action to stamp out or extinguish hate crimes, and xenophobic behavior. Your challenge during an interview is to make yourself stand out from others. Friends should always help you bring out the best in yourself. If you never travel in your life, you will miss out on unforgettable experiences. Okay. Bring out and miss out were 5 and 6. If you got those, guys, great job. If you didn't, just go back and look at it again. No problem, guys. That's what we're here for. Study and practice. Focus ourselves. Okay, real life situations. Do you ever feel FOMO, fear of missing out? Not me. I'm all about JOMO. So if you don't know, guys, JOMO is the joy of missing out. People who love staying home and watching Netflix and binging on TV series, that's JOMO, okay? So maybe you're FOMO, maybe you're JOMO. If you're not really sure, you could ask yourself a few of these questions. Do you prefer a night in watching Netflix or a night out clubbing? Do you prefer meeting friends for drinks at your house and having them over, or meeting your friends at a bar? Do you prefer a festival concert series in the summer, or the idea of hiking the Camino de Santiago? Ask yourself those questions. You can find out if you have FOMO or JOMO. But listen, everything is about balance. Right now, I don't feel like I have a lot of balance, but everyone should assess their situations and see how much balance do you have in your life. You know, I feel like I'm a lot of JOMO right now. And maybe I need to go out a little bit more. So listen, everybody, assess yourselves in your situation, balance things, get out there, experience life, have fun, and remember, as long as you're trying your best, you're studying, that's awesome. I'm proud of you. I'm happy you're here. Thank you so much for joining me. I forgot to write that on this slide, but thank you for joining us here at SEDA College Online for this advanced class. I'm teacher Lydia. I've really appreciated your time. I hope you learned something new. Peace out.